You've probably heard people say, write down your goals because you'll achieve them faster. And I kind of never really agreed with that because I was kind of like, well, I could kind of just remember what I want to do and focus on it. And the older I get, the more I realize how important it actually is. So I talked in the last vlog a little bit about the idea of like adjusting and having to kind of roll with the punches and understand that things sometimes change with your time and there's only so much you can do about it. One of the biggest adjustments I've made is now that Kelsey is kind of running the bakery that we just bought, I take the kids to school a couple of days of the week and I pick them up at the end of the day. So there's only so much that I can do during that time when I drop them off and pick them up. So I just have to adjust and make do the best that I possibly can.
He has rocket shoes. This is his rocket shoes.
Aw, that's cool. So you might remember that in the beginning of 2022, I said I was going to start using the Full Focus Planner again. I said I wanted to give it a legit shot for 90 straight days because that's what each one is basically designed for, and then you start a new one each quarter. And we've gone 90 days, and I got to say that I really do believe the system actually works efficiently. In my case, when I'm building multiple businesses simultaneously, sometimes it feels like I'm actually not making progress in anything because I'm just always busy and never able to put as much effort as I want into one thing. Anyway, today's a big day where I'm kind of just looking at quarter two and seeing what I want to do and seeing how I did in quarter one. And I encourage you to do the same thing. It's easy to get fired up with what you want to accomplish in a year in January of a brand new year because you say, I have 12 months fresh, here we go, let's make these things happen, here's what I'm going to do, and I'm pumped to see what happens. And then you quickly get into month 3 and 6 and 9 and realize, man, I haven't really done the things that I said I was going to do. So I really have liked the idea of constantly having it in your face of what you said you were going to do. Now, it doesn't really matter if you use the Full Focus Planner or not, but the concept is really what I've grasped onto and I really like. You see, at the end of quarter one, I am now starting a new planner, and what you kind of have to do is be real with yourself, and at the end of the quarter, it asks you some pretty tough things. Those things are, listing your top accomplishments from the past quarter. How far did you get on your quarter goals, which is the one that can be difficult sometimes if you told yourself you're going to do big things and you didn't do them. Then it says what worked and what didn't, what will you keep doing, what will you improve, what will you start doing, what will you stop doing. And it basically makes you kind of look at your actual goals and see how you're doing with them. Now, if I were to just continue on the next quarter doing exactly what I did, well, I might continue down good habits, I might continue down bad habits. And this has kind of made me stop and reflect on a week-by-week basis as I look at what the week looked like when it asks me what worked and what didn't, but more importantly, how did I do on the 3 things that I said I wanted to do this past week, and then how did I do on what I said I wanted to do throughout the quarter. It makes you start to reflect and realize that it's not just about writing down your goals that matters. What matters is you checking in and being reminded constantly of the things you said you were going to do. I think that's where the power of the Full Focus Planner works, and more importantly, that's just the power of writing down goals. Hey, quarter one done in the Full Focus Planner. How's it going? How's it been going?
Going good.
How do you use the Full Focus Planner of, like you said, kind of making it like the CEO side of Ben Maddox as your own YouTuber / the person like me who owns a business versus you still have goals and things that you want to accomplish that aren't necessarily just you working here or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. How do you see the Full Focus Planner as someone that has a job?
They target their audience is CEOs, business owners, and I guess people that want to get stuff done, so planners. And I took the perspective of, instead of me having to own my own video production company or any business for that matter, I look at it as every person has a personal brand, no matter what. Your reputation, personal brand, whatever you want to call it, is who you are. And you have careers, aspirations, dreams, and that's my perspective of using it, and use it in that way of writing down goals, what do I want to accomplish, and getting them done.
Even though it's April, and even though we're already a couple months into this year, and even though you may already kind of be behind on your goals and feel like you already blew all your New Year's resolutions, Look at it like this. A year is broken up into 4 quarters. It's quarter number 2. You can start fresh, you can rebound, you can get back to what you said you wanted to do in January, and you can still make progress and still potentially achieve a lot of the goals that you set out. Continue to look for ways that you can write down your goals, be reminded of your goals, and break your goals up into things that actually are manageable so that you can continue to make progress toward them. It can be overwhelming if you're a person that has big dreams and wants huge things to happen, because you constantly are left feeling just underwhelmed and feeling like you're never going to accomplish anything you set out to do. But you have to make intentional steps and efforts to make those things happen, or else each year you'll go from year to year just writing down more goals, being disappointed where you were, and it's not a fun way to go. So take a second, write down quarter 2 goals, and most importantly, write down what you're going to do to make sure those goals happen. This week, this month, today, day by day, you have to make progress, or else nothing will happen.